One. Hey guys, welcome back to For the Badge podcast. Today we are going to be talking about a lot of things, but specifically right now we're going to be talking about the Mbappe situation. But before I jump the gun, how are you guys? Diego, Elijah, how you guys doing?
Good. Doing good.
Excellent.
Chelsea won the other day. So, same happiness I've had for a while now.
All three London clubs won in their respective European competitions. We don't have to say which European competitions, but we're going to just say European competitions. And so it's happy days in the London cities. Cities. Not cities. City.
There you go. England is my city. Yeah, we're all doing good, Diego and I in Champions League. Lovely music, lovely blue. Constantly. Andres, how are you doing in your league? What European competition?
Europa Conference League. It's pretty nice. I like the color scheme they're doing this year. It's all green. And then the song's pretty cool. I like it.
I didn't even know they had a song.
Yeah, it's pretty sick. It's like the whole song. Actually, I heard it today before the game started, and they were playing in the stadium. It was actually really cool.
Does that mean Europa League has a song too?
Yeah, they both have
really
songs. Yeah,
of course
Andres would know. Andres would know. Yeah.
Yeah.
Shame. It's a shame. Well, thank you for bringing Frankfurt the other day. By the way, Diego's team Spurs beat Frankfurt 3-1 or 4-1. Appreciate that.
In honor of West Ham.
Yeah, in honor of West Ham. We would have won if we did. Crushwell didn't get a red card, so it's all right. We move.
Yeah.
Well, but he got it, so.
Yeah, and
we
you didn't win.
We moved.
So yeah. Chelsea actually beat them on our way to the Europa League title against Arsenal. So
I know it was a very lucky win because it was on penalties, right?
Yeah, but no, Kepa saved the penalty. Actually, no, you're right. It might have been. No, it might have been. They did. It was penalties, and Kepa had a wonderful save. Like he went right at him, and he knelt down, and stopped with his knee. That was great.
Yeah. You want to know who scored a penalty on Sunday? Jared Bowen, back in goal scoring form. Just want to point out there, England's.
So your first or second win of the season?
Hey, we're in 13th now, all right?
We're
about 5 or 7 points behind 5th, all right? Let me enjoy this while this lasts.
I just want to remind before as the season starting in the predictions and whenever we mention West Ham in the top 6, Andres would throw a fit. Andres would throw a fit, and then they're in 13th now. Yeah. And now he's all excited. Yeah.
Top 5. Who are you gonna go for top 5?
We'll be in the top 5. Just wait. You watch. Top 5, top 6.
Oh,
you wait.
Lord.
Top 5, the bottom half of the table.
Oh my god!
Hey,
come on.
Soccer guru. I'm bringing it back. Watch this.
Soccer guru.
We'll clip this, post it, and I'll be like soccer guru.
The West Ham top 5. His World Cup bets.
Yeah.
Is there anything else? There's definitely Jared Bowen being a key member of the England
Bowen
team
should start for England.
in the World Cup.
100%.
Okay, we're getting so far past the point. We're going so far past the topic here. So
let's refocus. Let's bring it back to
Mbappe.
Well, no, it actually fits the topic because he's so far off topic of playing football that we're keeping it similar. That's such a reach, but it's fine.
It was an effort. There was an effort made. Made there. Much like West Ham.
Just go.
Didn't work. Okay.
4 wins out of 4 this week. Past 2 weeks.
Against 2 Conference League teams. Who are the 2 Conference Leagues? Who are the 2 Conference League teams you beat?
They're both Anderlecht
the Conference League teams
from Belgium. They're both the same team. Yeah.
Boy.
We beat Fulham and that one team. I forgot their name.
Even the tiniest dubs, some teams have to celebrate, right? There you go.
Hey. 3 points counts. 3 points counts, especially this early. All right, back to our topic.
Gets you far up the table. Okay, as long as you're not in the relegation zone, that's what matters.
Yes, sir.
Mbappe, seemingly, I don't know what's the word, dismantling his relationship with PSG after what? When did he sign a new contract? Was it May? I think it was like May.
Yeah.
And he owns half the team. He is PSG as him. He is PSG, and he seemingly. Yeah, doesn't want to be there anymore. How do we all feel about that?
I'm not shocked.
No.
At all. I mean...
You're telling me he's had these reservations earlier this year. They're not just fully gone. Something had to have made him feel that way. And it's just going to come at him again.
I was listening to the Thierry Henry, Michael Richards, Jimmy Carragher, that like the show they had.
Yes.
Fantastic,
by the way.
Yeah, excellent. But I was watching a little clip, and they had like a reporter who was kind of in France, so he kind of knows a few things, and he was saying like one of the big things that Mbappe had a problem with is that he isn't playing the position he was promised. He was promised to play off of a striker, like a second striker kind of thing, like not the main focal point, but like play off
a
of
false nine.
Not really false nine, but just like that like kind of support striker that can do what he wants.
Deeper lying forward.
Yeah. But he isn't, because Messi and Neymar are playing that kind of deeper lying.
Which you would assume. I feel like I would think that's what they would play.
And PSG had tried to go for Scamacca, but it didn't work out. And
irons.
13th place, baby. 13th
Hey, don't matter. He's firing on all cylinders.
As long as you're in the Premier League. Keep going.
So basically, they were trying to go for a few strikers. They didn't pan out. So they ended up not getting like a starting striker. And so Mbappe's playing striker. He doesn't like that. He wants to play his position. He was promised he would. He's not.
Has he not always played that position, though?
But he wasn't happy with it. I remember the reporter saying in his like words, sort of paraphrasing, was like, he doesn't feel like he's at his best or can be at his best in his position right now. He feels like to show his best, he has to play the position he was promised, which he's currently not playing, and he's upset about that.
He's seeing Holland.
Yeah.
He's seeing Holland. Really, like, gotta compete somehow.
Yeah. And basically, just to sum it up, like, that's a big reason. There's a few other things probably going on, but I don't think PSG are looking to sell him anytime soon, considering his contract situation. So unless Mbappe just straight up stops playing, I don't see them like.
I know. They only said they'll sell him if they get a good offer, but no one's gonna make him. And I don't know. I think the only team would be Real Madrid to make that offer. No, I'm not gonna bring that up right now. But yeah, like the only team that are heavily interested enough to make a big enough offer is Real Madrid. But do they need to? At this moment in January, I don't think so. They're doing fine.
In January, God, I was thinking like the summer, if anything. January.
No.
That's when
he wants to leave in January.
Oh well, teams don't have a lot of funds in January if you really think about it, because they spend the majority of their money in the summer, and then they get all their money back at the end of the season from all their ticket sales and all that, and sponsorships and all that. So teams willing to do
transfer is a summer transfer. That he is no way he's a winter.
A January transfer window.
Could he not just fire the manager? He has enough like
power.
Carry, yeah.
He has enough stake in the club to make decisions financially.
Sell the club. Just sell the club to new owners. He could probably do that too if he wanted to.
I mean, it's just Farrell. I'd be surprised if they.
I don't know. I know they were saying like PSG overall was unhappy with the transfer window, which I'm not surprised. They didn't bring in anyone crazy. I know they wanted Lewandowski, and that didn't happen.
That's the other person. That was the other person. Lewandowski.
Yeah. Which that would make sense. I feel if Lewandowski got brought in, and he plays that front striker, and then Mbappe can play a little deeper. So that would have worked. That would have been really nice. But no, I know they're what's his name? Luis Campos? Is it the director of football? Or he wants to leave too, apparently, for the same reasons that Mbappe does, because he also feels treated unfairly, or not given what he was promised or something, and they both.
I mean, from like a footballing perspective, like a player perspective, it makes sense. Like you're promised to play a certain position, and you're like cool with it, and then you're not playing in that position. That's why you get mad. Like he's not throwing a hissy fit if that's the actual reason. He's like, I was promised an actual position and like playing this position I'm best at, and then now he's like playing on the wing. Yeah, it's like it makes sense that you can be upset about it, but like leaving the club doesn't make a whole lot of sense because at least you're playing still.
Well, the whole Daily, you might have seen, I think you sent it to me. I don't know. I just remember that I've seen it. But Thierry Henry on that show said something about like he used his own example of when he was at Barcelona, and the position he played in, he hated it, but he didn't care because the club should be the most important thing. If the club wants you to play somewhere that they think that's where you will give the most of yourself to their cause, so you should just play it anyway. Doesn't matter. But also it's hard with Mbappe because Mbappe has been like the biggest name in the football for the past 4 years until maybe Haaland came along, and Mbappe's still arguably the second most talked about name in terms of potential in the future and stuff. So he has his ego, which I guess makes sense. He has his ego and he wants to play a certain way. And honestly, if I'm him, I would leave PSG anyway in the near future. Yeah, literally. And they're not winning Champions Leagues. Like, it's not going to happen. They could, but it's not going to happen. And you're not going to make a name for yourself in like Ligue 1. No offense to France, but he has to go to Real Madrid or Premier League. I know Liverpool almost got him in that saga with Real Madrid. It was close to joining them. Like, if he can provide the same output coming to Liverpool or Real Madrid, then he deserves the greatness that he thinks he deserves.
Yeah. So I mean, Klopp could probably reel him down, drop his ego a bit.
Yeah, maybe. But
or would their egos just hit each other constantly?
No, I think he'd be fine. But at this point, would Mbappe want to go to Liverpool?
That's true.
Probably not.
Liverpool just needs to focus on building their squad depth.
Oh yeah.
Instead of signing big players that aren't ready.
When Mo Salah needs to become Mo Salah again. Since Mane left, Mo Salah has been the same. How does it become a Liverpool topic?
It's a podcast. We just go on. We go on.
We go
conversation.
On. But I mean, yeah, I don't know. Like back to Mbappe, like I feel like it'd be the case with same thing with Ronaldo. Like Ronaldo wants to leave, but Ronaldo doesn't have any suitors that want him, right? And Mbappe is a different player and a younger player, and at some point he still has his whole career, right? So I'm sure he'll bounce around from team to team here and there, but right now, no team's gonna want him, particularly because of the price and his ego. Like the same thing, his ego. They're not going to want him, besides Real Madrid probably, but Real Madrid get whoever the hell they want. Let's be honest here. Will he live up to the Hazard legend at Real Madrid? I don't know.
Or will become the Hazard? Just imagine his career drops off.
How sad would it be if he goes to Premier League or La Liga and he just is not the same player?
Or he just actually isn't that good. Imagine just everybody.
I mean, like, I would like to think that. Honestly, I'd rather see that than him succeed. In all honesty, but
is it just because of his ego? You just don't like his personality. You're like, fun this guy.
And he is a great player. Don't get me wrong. We've seen him for France and in Champions League. Like we face the facts. He's a fantastic striker, and he provides the output needed wherever he goes to. But yeah, I don't want him to succeed because of that fact, and because he's succeeding in the French league. Not to say they don't deserve appreciation, but I don't know. Everyone puts him in like the top 4 or 5 players worldwide when he hasn't done much but break France league records.
I mean, he did win the World Cup.
I mean, yeah, but with a French team, it's not like he won it with like Jamaica.
True.
Like it's different. If you won it with like Jamaica or like Ghana or something, I don't know where he's from.
It still goes down as an individual record. Yeah. I mean, soccer is a team sport. It's not an individual sport.
So yeah, definitely.
I don't know.
Which is why Jorginho should have won the Ballon d'Or. Which is why Jorginho should have won the Ballon d'Or. I'm just kidding. I take that back. I take that fully back.
Don't even get me started on that
guy. No, but Mbappe is an excellent player. I mean, he's excellent, and he's not going to flop at a Premier League team or whatever.
No, of course not. But I just think he's really good. I just want him to prove himself that he is as good as everyone thinks he is. Like we know he's a good player. It's just I need that little more in another league. Somewhere else,
like what Haaland did with like everyone knew Haaland was like a proper player at Dortmund. It was just can he do it at the big stage for like a big
he's
club?
Killing it, yeah.
And then but I mean, granted, his team is stacked. He has the type of quality to be like De Bruyne's pass.
Yeah,
he's done a couple of times to him.
The player he is, and having the best passer in the world, arguably the best player in the Premier League, in the best league in the world, for the past 3-4 years, like,
yeah.
How are you not going to succeed? This is a perfect link up. Yeah.
But back to Mbappe, like from playing perspective, like as a teammate of him, he must be like a nightmare to play with because like just if you mess up or like he messes up, you can't really yell at him. Like if you're a PSG player, because you're like, shit, I might get dropped from this.
He could sell you.
I might get sold. It's like I might get sold. I might get dropped from the starting lineup for the rest of the season. Like you can't really yell at him, but like he doesn't try. So you're like you want to win because you're playing for a club and you're getting paid for it. That's the whole goal of a professional soccer player is to win games because you're playing the game you love. So, you're trying to win, but at the same time, you can't really yell at your star player because he kind of owns the club. Yeah, he's like the LeBron.
He literally like owns the club. Yeah,
he's the LeBron James of soccer.
He's the LeBron James of PSG. He builds the team he wants and then leaves the team. Well, since we mentioned Haaland already, how do I word it? Has Haaland surpassed Mbappe in your guys' eyes? Because for me, he has.
Yes, 100%. That's a guy who, like, I actually like. Even though he's beaten my team and scored against my team, I'm like, I can't get mad at him because he seems like a nice guy.
We literally all
seems like a good guy.
He's like not much older than us. Like, at least for our perspective, like he plays FIFA. Like, he watches the same YouTubers as we do. He has like a rap video from when he was a little kid. Like, he's like this. Yeah, same with us. You want him to succeed. You really do. And then
he's someone we can relate to, if that makes sense.
Exactly.
Like some of these soccer for footballers are were like prodigies from when they were kids, so they didn't have the same like upbringing as we did. But like Haaland's like, you don't get me wrong, he's definitely a prodigy, like on his way up, like star.
His dad played in the Premier League too, so
yeah. But like like he had a similar like upbringing in terms of like liking the same stuff. He wasn't all about football. He was also like just a kid. He was a normal kid that still and he still likes the same thing. He hasn't changed at all. He's still the same person as he was back at Dortmund and all his other clubs.
And if he was any other player, to be honest, like, and the season like literally just started, and any other player, if they're succeeding well at this point, everyone's like, oh, this is going like through good form, like Haaland, like you can tell this is the new normal. It's not that he's going through a good stretch of form. Like, you can tell this is going to be the next 5-6 years of the Premier League. We're going to see Haaland on top. I saw it somewhere too. I forget what year, 25, 26. There's a clause in he does have a release clause to foreign teams apparently, but it's up to him if he wants to leave. So Real Madrid have to wait till then, but he's not going to leave. I mean, he's killing it at Man City. I'm gonna get a Chelsea jersey with Haaland on the back. We could have had him too. Oh,
it could have been.
So
all right, you got Aubameyang, right? You love him, right?
Yeah, he's doing fine. I mean, he's doing better than we all thought. I'm gonna be honest. The number 9 is a curse, and he's doing fine right now. Backflipping into success in London.
For now.
For now. But well,
that's
fourth
crazy.
place. We're in 4th place, so 9 places above you, Andres. So he's doing enough.
Will you reckon Haaland will beat the goal scoring record for the Premier League in a single season?
Yeah.
He's at 15 right now. He's almost halfway there.
The only thing is, like, if he's doing this much already, it's almost inevitable that an injury is going to happen at some point. It's just the severity of the injury is, I don't know, that'll impact it. Because if he gets a big injury and he's out for 2 months, obviously it impacts it. But if he can keep it up and only get like little knocks here and there, then yeah, 100%.
Yeah, but even with a big injury, you have the World Cup gap, so like you can actually like recover in time.
True. Very true. Oh yeah, that too. Dude, he's gonna come back like twice his buck when everyone's in fucking Qatar. And oh my god, dude, he's gonna be insane.
Just everyone now, disclaimer: everyone put him in your Premier League fantasy teams. Just captain him, captain him straight off the bat.
I haven't even checked my FPL team in since the first week.
That's shameful. I'm in second still. I have Haaland as captain. He got me like 80 points last week.
I've just been doing freaking American fantasy football, so I don't even know who I have for this one. I stopped playing once Koulibaly got a red card, and I'm like, and I left him as captain, and I'm like, screw this, I'm already so behind.
Yeah, it's hard to catch up in FPL.
It happens. Okay, I've been meaning to talk about this too. We need to talk about Napoli in the Champions League and give them the respect they rightfully deserve. They've already qualified for the next round.
No, that's just the Champions League. They're beaten. They haven't lost.
They're
first in Serie A.
Yeah.
They're first in the group.
The amount of goals they scored in the group is more than the rest of the group combined. And they scored more goals than any other team in the competition, I'm pretty sure.
They haven't lost all season.
Things you just love to see.
It's all because of Lozano. Let's be honest.
Okay. All right. Jesus Christ.
I'm just joking. That was a joke.
Andres made a bet Lozano was going to be win the Golden Boot in the World Cup. He put $200 on it.
$200. I did. Just kidding. No, I didn't.
If that was true, I wouldn't even have been surprised.
No, that's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, and they're winning a group, which is not an easy group, by the way. They're winning a group with Liverpool, Ajax, and Rangers. Which Rangers Rangers can be good when they want to be good. They're just not doing it right now. Like we've seen them be pretty good.
I think they look good. Like this season, they look good for a first 45, and then they fall apart.
Yeah,
that's with every game they played. Like if you look at the game they played against Napoli, red card in the second half, lost 3-0.
That's also look at the teams they're playing against, like these teams that are bred for success. And
I know, but
I don't blame them. But
they start off strong like in the first half, and then they come back and they just don't look like they're the same team they were in the first half.
Yeah, but I mean, regardless though, like Napoli has a tough group. Like there's just no denying that. Like any of the year, honestly, I'd put Liverpool and Ajax possibly above them. Like
if 2 years ago, I would definitely.
Yeah, 100%. But Napoli's just killing it, and the freaking Georgian wonder kid who they bought for $10 million, by the way. He's just commanding the pitch over there. And honestly, I would have thought Napoli dipped in form because losing their attack force and Koulibaly.
I mean, you could make the argument like that was holding them back was their attack force because they were all too old.
That's also fair.
Because like if you think about like instant impact, you bring in a new attacking force, instant impact. You're now first in your Serie A, and then now you're top of the group. Have lost a single game, so it's like
I don't necessarily agree with that because Mertens was their greatest goal scorer in their history.
Yeah,
and he kept that until he left. I just think that they found just the perfect balance, like their midfield. We got to give. I always talk about their that Georgian dude. I don't know how to say his name. I don't want to mess it up.
Yeah, I'm not gonna butcher it.
Dude, and Raspadori, who's been excellent for them as well. I think, and whoever plays on the other side, which it's like Politano or Lozano, all seem even great. But like I want to talk about their defense as well as excellent. But I want to talk about their midfield because Frank Zambo and Grisa is looking like Yaya Toure, Prime Toure. Excellent midfielder. It's been so good. Like literally top 5 midfielder so far this season. Been excellent. And even the other two guys, I think the other two stars are Stanislav Lobotka and Zielinski. And they've been excellent. They've been excellent. And then off the bench, they have my boy Tanguy Ndombele Fatana on loan, who can have a great game when he wants to, which I think playing off the bench.
I honestly forgot he was at Napoli. I totally forgot he was at Napoli.
Yeah. No, I mean, off the bench, he's a great player to have off the bench. No, they have an excellent team. Kim and Jay, absolutely destroying.
Do you want Player of the Month last month? Sorry.
Player of the Month. Player of the Month, yeah. Yeah, they just have the perfect balance right now. Like, their attack is amazing. The midfield is incredible. The defense is solid. Like, their confidence is sky high right now. And I want to see them play Liverpool at Anfield. I'm waiting for that game. That's going to be a very, very good game.
Also, and for the Serie A, not to take credit off of their success, but the rest of the great teams are doing pretty bad too. Like we've seen Juve. Juve just lost to Maccabi Haifa.
Yeah.
So disappointing. And I saw a tweet too. Someone only tweeted at the beginning of the year to like, Juve's slowly building a Champions League winning team. And then look at them now. And then Inter Milan's in 7th, Roma's in 6th. Roma's been whatever, but and then AC Milan's in 5th, and the top 4 are Napoli, Atalanta, Lazio, and Udinese. Unheard of. So I mean that also helps Napoli. But again, that's take credit away from them. They've been killing it.
I mean, yeah, I think you also have to credit to Udinese, Lazio. In my opinion, Lazio is the second best team in Italy.
I agree.
Lazio looking really good. We don't even go into them because they're on the topic, but they've been very, very good. Inter Milan, I mean, you saw that game against Barca. To do that at the Camp Nou, I mean, Barca are not what they used to be, but still, to do that at the Camp Nou impressive stuff.
Yeah.
And Udinese, honestly, I want to look more into Udinese. I'm not expecting this season. They're 8 games in. What is it? 9 games in? Like that's
9 games, yeah. And Lazio and Atalanta have only conceded 5 through 9, whereas Napoli conceded 7. They're just scoring like crazy. But yeah, that's crazy. Yeah. It's great to see, to be honest, because I'm like Serie A being like there's a formula every year for the past 20 years, right? Of Juve winning it and everyone fighting for second. And then the past couple of years they've been like in and out of it, and now we're seeing these teams rise to the top, and it's wonderful to see. It's wonderful to see.
Did that happen in the Bundesliga?
Oh, Bundesliga! Let me look at the Bundesliga standings.
Union Berlin is still first, which is very impressive.
Wow, and Freiburg is in second.
Freiburg in second, but
it's closer in the Bundesliga for sure.
It is closer. I was gonna say it's closer.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. In all fairness, in Serie A, Napoli is 3 points ahead of Milan in 5th and 4 points ahead of 6th. So,
we know Juve aren't going to come back and win it. No. While in Bundesliga, Bayern Munich could still do that. So that's why I don't want to get too excited yet. But
yeah,
it's too early.
Even Werder Bremen. Werder Bremen just got relegated like 2 years ago, I think, 2 years ago, and they're in 5th right now, 5 points behind first.
Wow,
which is crazy. Man, what a year! We're so blessed to have the season. Let's be honest here. In the World Cup soon,
except for Man City.
Except for Man City, except for West Ham.
Sorry, what? Hey, yo, what?
What? Sorry.
Why did you say City?
Well, because we're used to City winning.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like that. I mean, Premier League is the same. Premier League is the same.
I mean, I think it's gonna be. I mean, second place is up for grabs. I mean,
Arsenal's getting second place.
I'm still holding to my prediction that they're gonna choke it. They're gonna lose form at the wrong time.
I think they are. I agree with you. But if they can keep it, I mean, they're the only title contenders this year. There's no one else that has a chance. But somehow, some way,
is this a 100-point season for City?
I wouldn't be surprised. Arsenal are first right now. Arsenal in first right now, technically, by 1 point.
Man City is still better. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I know, 100%. Any team with Holland's better. You give Holland to I was gonna say West Ham, but it's probably still they wouldn't be able to.
Skamaka. I'd rather have Skamaka all day.
Stop.
What the hell? Okay.
I'm staying loyal.
You're reaching.
No. I'm staying loyal. He stayed loyal to West Ham. Had an offer to PSG, and he turned him down since he was staying loyal to
West Ham.
Yeah, he said because he got an offer.
Give him 3 years. Give him 3 years, and if he succeeds and another team comes in, he's gonna leave.
Yeah, easily.
If he succeeds in 3 years and United or Chelsea or Tottenham or City or any of the big six come in and they're like, hey, we want you, then he's gonna move from 17th to 3rd any day.
Put some respect. Just wait to see where we finish the end of the season. I'm telling you.
I've been hearing just wait for 5 years now.
Hey,
I've been hearing
just wait. 6th and 7th the past 2 seasons. That's great for us.
Attaboy.
European competitions the last 2 seasons. That's great.
But
you got to remember,
you're playing villages in Belarus. Belarus actually can't qualify. You're playing villages and I don't know.
You got to remember when Elijah and I first met, West Ham was a relegation team, barely like mid-table. So it's like this is big for.
And now they're 5 places above.
Now we're single-digit positions. All right. So
in 13, there's 2 single digits together.
No. I mean. Single digits the past 2 seasons. And you wait, we will be single digits again. Just wait. That's
right.
Just wait.
First place in the championship, baby. First place in the championship.
Okay, don't gotta say we're gonna get relegated now. You better watch yourself.
Oh, you're barely not single digits in points though. You're at 10 points. Barely not single digits in points. Not many teams can say they can
turning it around. We're turning it around.
Most of the teams in the Premier League right now.
We're turning it around. We're getting our form back at a good time. Mm-hmm. But back to the Champions League. We're gonna talk about Barcelona real quick to avoid my team getting slandered. Now I'd rather slander on a team that we all don't like too much. Barcelona, who look like they're gonna go back down to the Europa League because they need a lot of things going in their favor for them to even advance out of the group stage.
If Inter beat Victoria Pilsen,
something.
If Inter win, which they're gonna win, then Barca's out. That's it. They can't.
And can we add? Did you guys watch the goals? Did any of you see the goals?
No.
No. Okay. Okay.
Diego's like, yes. He's like, let's go.
No. I was disappointed. There's this goal. The first goal that Inter scored, Barella scores. PK is bad. It's really bad. He's miles in his own penalty box. Every other defender is up trying to keep their line, and he's just dropping back, and he doesn't see Bro make the run behind. So as soon as the ball gets played, he thinks it's fine. So he's like, just puts his hands down. He's like, yeah, we're good. Turns around.
I've seen the memes. I've seen the memes.
Yeah, you've seen them.
Have you seen the meme where he's like dancing with Shakira?
Oh, bro needs to retire, man. Like, go fix your marriage. Go get Shakira back. Make a movie about that. Stop trying to.
Well, Shakira's being prosecuted for tax evasion, so I don't think he wants him back.
Go back and open up. That's what you do.
Pay him. Oh, PK.
Oh,
I mean, Diego, remember before the season started, Abraham told us, he's like, Barcelona might do some. Barcelona looking like serious contenders here. Looking like serious contenders with the team they're building. Lewandowski.
I feel bad for him. Imagine going to Barcelona and be like, well, I'm out of the Champions League, so stuck to Bayern. Because he left to win trophies. My man said, oh, I want to win trophies. And then left.
He wanted Barca all day, every day.
That's crazy. And they're imagine going to Barca and not getting paid and getting knocked out of the Champions League. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Talking about being paid as well, like Barca getting knocked out is really bad financially.
Yeah, because they already pulled their 17th financial lever, so they need the Champions League revenue.
We hit 17. Goddamn.
It feels like it. They're gonna sell Xavi's left foot and his kidney to pay for the next transfer
on the black market.
Yeah, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Like, what happened?
Yeah. It's just his car accident. Be like, I don't know.
Fabrizio. They pulled their 31st financial lever. Frankie De Jong's kidney was taken overnight.
Someone snuck in
to bring in Harry Kane.
Harry Kane would also go on to win 0 trophies at Barcelona.
What's new? The stadium is now called changed. Apple Music, Lego Spotify, Apple,
Camp Nou,
Samsung, Camp Nou, Bayern Munich, Inter Milan. You know, I love slandering Barca. Who doesn't love slandering Barca?
Barcelona fans. Actually, I think they enjoy because it just helps them get over the fact that their club is dying slowly, and it just helps them get over its comedic effect. But yeah.
No, but they're not even laughing at it. They're getting mad at everyone else for slandering them.
Or you know what's even worse is they'll go drop down to the Europa League and then they'll still get knocked out of the Europa League. Like they won't even win it. They'll just get dropped down. That's crazy. That's
who's sad. I didn't look at these Europa League standings because where's West Ham? Oh wait.
Bitch.
I just need to see who.
Bitch.
I just need to make sure. Arsenal, Fenerbahce is leading the group. Betis is doing really good this year. They're in 5th right now. And Athletic Bilbao is in 3rd. Oh, Andres, you need to watch the Copa 90 Real Betis documentary. I cried. Diego knows this. I cried.
Actually?
I swear to God, I cried.
Why is it so sad?
It's just emotional, man. Just for the Los Beticos, I'm gonna start crying right now. I can't bring it up again. No, I'm kidding. Also, I want to bring up real quick. Group F. I know no one says Group F in Europa League all have the exact same wins, draws, and losses at the same amount of points.
I feel bad for Lazio. They're 5th, and look at the teams ahead of them.
Feyenoord, Midtjylland, Sturm Graz, and then if Barca go down Europa League, they could face United.
I'm not worried about that.
Betis.
If I'm Barca.
And Arsenal. Arsenal is the only one that they need to worry about, to be honest.
Betis could. I mean, they're in the Betis and Barcelona are in the same league, so they could do some damage. PSV could do damage. Who knows?
True.
I mean, I think anyone can beat Barcelona at this point. So,
except La Liga. Oh, it's a Clásico this weekend, so we'll see if Real Madrid can. What if they don't? That'd be kind of sad.
That would be very disappointing.
Are doing excellently in the Liga if we're going to keep.
No, yeah, they're killing La Liga, but it's La Liga. Like, there's like 6 good teams.
Farmers.
It's like the Premier League. Let's be honest here. You just said farmers. We are farmers. Excuse me, Jesus Christ.
Don't copyright us, please. I'm looking at you, Jake. Jake from State Farm. Don't do it.
Jake from State Farm. What are you wearing? Khakis. Okay. Let's get back on topic here. Let's just
refocus. Let's go back. So we're across the pond. Let's go back across the pond to America. We got an exciting weekend.
Oh my god! What a hell of a segue! Holy smokes! Wow.
Let's get in, lads. Yeah. So we'll go back across the pond. Back to where we live, America. Where we call it soccer here. So now we're gonna refer to it as soccer because we're talking about MLS soccer.
I gotta get my
What are you doing?
The AR-15. You guys don't have yours on you?
Oh, no. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh.
It's just patriotism. That's all.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyways,
thanks for ruining my segue.
Playoffs on Saturday.
That was a great joke, though. That was a great joke. I'm not even gonna lie. That was amazing.
Okay, MLS playoffs. We got MLS playoffs
Saturday. We have our predictions set in front of us here. God, can you guys hear the helicopter outside too?
A little bit, yeah, but we're good. We're good.
All right,
we roll with it.
We have our predictions up, and I got dibs on going first.
Okay.
Because I know the least about what's going on. Because I don't pay attention to MLS as much. Anyways, so
back in the day when we used to.
Just for context, I think I left my jersey at home too. So, yeah, it's all right. I'll grab it. For those that don't know, which may probably don't, LAFC topped their conference, Western Conference. Philadelphia topped the Eastern Conference, meaning they both have byes in the first round. So they play whoever wins a certain leg in the second round. So the matchups, I'll just give the context for the whole thing for people that don't know. So on the Western side, matchups include LA Galaxy versus Nashville, Dallas versus Minnesota, and Austin FC versus Real Salt Lake. And on the East, New York Red Bulls against Cincinnati, NYCFC versus Miami, and Montreal versus Orlando. So I'll start with the West. Galaxy is beating Nashville, I think. Galaxy are finishing the season in strong raw form, and so
raw form. What do you mean by that?
What do you mean by that?
Anyways,
you're trying to say like they're barely getting it done. They're just trying to shove their way in. What's going on here?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
They play a great 90 minutes, a great hour and a half, which is a very long time. May I add, a very long time. And they finish off strong. They finish off way strong. Chicharito's finishing has been insane recently. In the conversation for the MVP, I just want to say, but his finishing has been insane. And honestly, I can see them coming to the MLS Cup final. I was kidding. I'm gonna stop there. Because that was incorrect. So I think they're winning. I think FC Dallas is beating Minnesota.
Just
because of pure luck. He's a tomato over there.
I thought of a joke in my head. I couldn't stop laughing about it.
This is a PG. This is a PG show.
I know that's why I couldn't say it.
Jesus Christ!
Oh my God, my computer's about to die too. No.
Okay. Can you plug it in or is it gonna rush through it? Just rush through it?
No. I can plug it in.
Okay. Go get a charger.
This is so unprofessional, guys, but I'll be back.
All right. Dago and I, me and you.
I'm going on mute.
Well, Dago.
Yes.
Okay. Tottenham might not make it out of your group. How does that make you feel?
Oh, we're going to Tottenham?
Yeah, because
they're gonna make it out. They're gonna make it out. I'm not worried at all.
Who do you still have to play? It's Marseille and Sporting,
Marseille
right?
and Sporting. But there's a big caveat there: the fact that both of those games I think are at home. And away we've been shit. That's why we drew against Frankfurt and we lost to Sporting and we barely beat Marseille. But at home, if I remember correctly, we haven't lost. Okay, it's been like 2 years from the record because we were in the Europa League for a bit. But if we're talking home form, we're excellent at home. So I do think we'll be able to beat Marseille and Sporting, and we'll come out first. But we need to fix our away form. It's horrendous, and against a good team, we will be clapped. So we need to change the away form. But at home, we're very strong, and so that's why I'm not worried about our chances.
Yeah. Interesting. For those that did the Kulusevski SBC, praying for you.
Yes.
Praying for you.
You did them?
No, hell no. There are like 4 people in the world that did them, and they were all Tottenham fans or Swedish.
I want to talk about also Chelsea.
We're chilling. We play Salzburg and Dinamo Zagreb next. We're fine.
Yeah, I was just saying Tuchel for some reason, but no. Potter has masterminded 2 excellent wins against AC Milan.
Dude, Potter. We have be honest. Potter is killing it, and I love it. It's entertaining to watch.
Potter is very good. I mean, are we surprised? It's Graham Potter. We saw he did it right.
No one thought it'd be any different, and he's killing it. And it's just so great.
Milan are a good team. So
Milan are a great team. To be fair, though, to give credit to Milan, because I do like Milan a lot, the 2 games they played against us, they missed like half the starting lineup due to injury.
Yeah, that's true. And also, I heard Tomori got a very iffy red card.
Tomori, it would have been okay. So it was in the box. We got a penalty, and it was a red card and penalty because of he stopped a goal scoring opportunity.
You can't do that though.
Well, it's a clear penalty. It's a yellow card at best. Maybe not even a card. But it's like I'll be first to admit that. Like it
Big Six
I don't know.
bias.
It's a penalty, so I'm not gonna not necessarily because the whole Big Six bias in the Champions League.
Honestly, I don't even know what we're talking about, so I'm just trying to say that.
Tomori's red card. The referee was iffy the whole game because he was so by the book. Like he was so this is a card, this is a card, this is a foul, this is a foul. He wasn't letting the game run, and so by the book. So yeah, like he was fine. Tomori shouldn't have played. Honestly, being a Chelsea fan, I would have liked to see Tomori play the whole game, and like the battle, like Mason Mount versus Tomori.
I've heard he's been excellent for Milan, and unfortunately, he was given a harsh red for that game.
Yeah, no, he's been killing it for Milan, it, and needs to be
starting for you?
England. Yeah, 100%. But that's a whole other conversation. But there's another player that apparently that rhymes with Barry Maguire. That.
Harry Maguire.
So Southgate wants to play over Fikayo Tomori, and I'm not gonna make it a race thing, but I'm just kidding. Very far-fetched.
Okay, question.
Back to America.
How do we get to this? How did you guys get to Milan?
I started talking to Diego about Tottenham. He started talking about Chelsea.
Yeah, but we're talking about when I left. It was.
We don't want to get you. We thought you were so valuable to the conversation.
Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate that. It all went horribly wrong. I had to find another power extender because they couldn't reach. That's why it took me so long.
Well, anyways, back to the predictions. Austin beating Real Salt Lake, leaving the semis to be El Tráfico, LAFC and LA Galaxy, and Dallas and Austin FC. LAFC's winning. There's just no debate there.
Texaxico over there in Texas, because it's Austin, Dallas.
There's definitely a better name for that. There's definitely a different name for that, but Texastico? What the hell? I'm just firing all cylinders today. Firing all cylinders.
Oh, goodness. I'm here all week, guys. Here all week.
Yep. Sadly. I'm just kidding. And then I think it's a conference final. It's LAFC, Austin FC. It's a first seed, second seed. Will Ferrell versus who owns Austin? It's not McConaughey, is it? It is McConaughey? Okay.
Yeah,
McConaughey. So it's McConaughey versus Will Ferrell. All right.
Who makes the better movies?
Matthew McConaughey.
I don't know. Alf's up there.
Alf's up there. Yeah,
Interstellar is one of the greatest movies ever made. Fight me.
100%.
Wolf on Wall Street.
But have you watched Get Hard? Yo. You know that was improvised? The whole scene was improvised?
Yeah.
Okay. So putting LAFC in MLS Cup final. Eastern side, Cincinnati beats Red Bulls to me. Miami, David Beckham beats NYCFC. So the whole Eastern Conference, I'm going for upsets. And Orlando beats Montreal. So semis, that leaves Philadelphia versus Cincinnati and Miami versus Orlando. So Philadelphia beats Cincinnati. Miami beats Orlando. And then Miami beats Philadelphia in the conference finals for me. And it's an LAFC Miami Cup final. David Beckham versus, Magic Johnson. Will Ferrell, Magic Johnson.
Wait, into Miami making it?
Yeah, I get into Miami making it. Damn right.
My man picked. He applied March Madness logic to it.
I want Gonçalo Higuain versus Chiellini.
You didn't even put Vela.
I do know that.
Just said
no, because the
yeah, I get you.
Seriality. Come on. And then of course I'd rather see winning against Miami. That's just a given. So yeah, those are my predictions. You're a whole bracket.
That was poor.
Bad.
Okay.
I'm gonna throw him under the bus. We were doing this before we started filming, guys, and my man finished in 2 minutes. Diego and I took each other like 10 to 15 minutes to figure out.
That was a shitty bracket. Sorry.
That was bad. That was not the Western Conference was well thought out, but it makes sense because we don't really watch the MLS, even though we are Americans. We don't really watch it because of how bad it is, and you know
what? Why don't we do a conference league prediction? Why don't we do a conference league standings prediction here? Let me look at the teams of the conference league here. Let me just see if I can pronounce them.
I wasn't even gonna do a dig on it. I was literally gonna say it makes sense that his Western Conference is so strong because LAFC is favorite teams on the Western Conference, so he knows more about the teams in the Western Conference. And then my man tries to go on a dig at West Ham for us already qualifying for the round of 16.
Easy.
Like there's no need.
It's just so easy.
Hey, every game's hard. Every game's hard. No game's easy. Got to play every game.
All right, you have to play.
Diego, what was your predictions?
So
I'm quitting the podcast.
The band's breaking up.
What?
Sorry, Diego. Elijah said, "I'm quitting the podcast." So I said, "Oh no, the band's breaking up." All right, just go.
Okay. I've Galaxy playing Nashville. I have FC Dallas winning, and I have Austin. Then I have Galaxy beating LAFC because fuck you. And then I have and then I have Austin beating Galaxy to make it as the Western representative in the final. I think Austin FC are a very good team, and they're better than LAFC. LAFC had a poor into the season, and momentum is everything. On the
they're
East,
not better than Galaxy?
Galaxy had a Austin had a what are you talking about?
Wait, you see Galaxy going all the way, or Austin's going all the way?
Austin's going all the way.
Okay, my fault. I misheard.
Austin are playing Galaxy in the conference final, and they're beating Galaxy.
No, they're not. But okay, we continue.
And then I have Cincinnati beating Red Bulls, NYCFC beating Miami, and Montreal beating Orlando. And I got Montreal coming out on top against New York, and Philadelphia beating Cincinnati. Philadelphia is beating Montreal, so it's Philadelphia, Austin in the final, and Philadelphia coming on top.
You're just doing favorites. There's no interest in there. It's just favorites.
No, he did that.
Incredible. This MLS season.
No, I'm not saying that part, but the whole you just pick the favorites for round one. There's no shockers there.
No shit.
I take it back. Nashville is beating Galaxy. And LSC and Nashville are playing in the semi. LSC is winning.
My bracket is way more accurate than your bracket. Don't even start with me.
It's basic.
I just want to say one thing. Diego came out filming this podcast with some smoke because he said LAFC losing to Galaxy because fuck you. That was a joke. Because fuck you. The aggression in that. The rivalry is insane. Should we get a watch along for that game? Galaxy.
we can watch LAC versus Nashville if you guys want to. I'm cool with that.
Yeah, I'm down.
See them lose to Nashville. That's even more embarrassing.
All right, I think mine's the most.
You're telling me, Dago.
I think my prediction's the most well thought out of compared to these two. So because I took the longest on this one, so I'm gonna start off on the Eastern Conference to spice it up a little bit. So as we already know, Philadelphia is the number 1 seed, so they have a bye. We have New York Red Bulls versus FC Cincinnati. Based on my research, I decided to pick FC Cincinnati over the Red Bulls.
I picked them, Elijah. Okay, so I didn't just pick the favorites.
It's one place off. It's more interesting if it's 3 versus 6 and 2 versus 7, and you pick.
It's not about much more interesting.
This isn't Okay, Elijah. This is a March Madness where these upsets are gonna happen. All right, this is a professional team where you already have an idea who's gonna win. There's hardly any upsets in this playoff.
Thank you.
All right, so and then Miami is.
That's why you never see West Ham winning. That's why you never see West Ham winning anymore.
You can't say that because we won 4 games back to back. We're on a 4-game win streak. Look at
derailing this.
Exactly. That's what I mean. There's no upsets anymore. So West Ham.
You're making this episode longer just by roasting my team. Just shut the fuck up so I can continue.
Oh God. I'm just continue. Let's just go on. It's right.
And then I got New York beating Miami because Sean Johnson, their goalkeeper's pretty good. I got Montreal obviously beating Orlando, and then in the semis I got Philadelphia beating Cincinnati because Andre Blake's the GOAT. I got Montreal beating New York because I don't know, I support the Canadians. They got to win something for once. And then so I got Montreal and Philadelphia in the conference final. Obviously, Philadelphia is going to win because they're just really good at the moment.
The exact same bracket. Look at that. Elijah, you can hear us? Can you hear us?
Knowledge.
Hear us.
It's because we took the longest. We actually put effort into it.
That's right.
Took effort into it.
Oh, you can't hear us because he... Okay, you can. He has his little...
Yeah, he has AirPods in.
Yeah.
And then... He's so bugged. And then the Western Conference, obviously LAFC is round 1. I got Galaxy beating Nashville. Dallas is going to beat Minnesota. Austin's going to beat Salt Lake. I'm going to skip over El Tráfico real quick. Austin's going to beat FC Dallas because I like their logo.
You don't have to add that. Don't add that. It's not helping.
No, I'm joking. I looked it up and Austin's beaten Dallas both times this season.
Yeah.
LAFC plays Galaxy. I have Galaxy beating LAFC based on their form at the moment. I am an LAFC fan, but honestly, the way they've been playing, I don't know. And Chicha's been on goal scoring form, so I think we're about to see LeBron Chicha at the moment and just pop off in the playoffs. And then conference final, I have actually Galaxy beating Austin. Because both times, both times Galaxy played Austin this season, they won both times convincingly. So, 2-0 and then 4-2, or was it 1-0? It was 1-0 with the red card for Austin, and then 4-2, I think.
Okay.
And then I have Philadelphia Galaxy in the final and bringing it home. Elijah.
No way. Galaxy bringing it home. No way.
No, I'm joking. Okay. Philadelphia beats Galaxy 2-1 in the MLS Cup final.
We literally just have one match difference because of the conference final.
It's because we used our knowledge. We used knowledge.
There we go. We actually put time and then just be like, oh, this is going to be interesting. Oh, this will be fun. Upset.
Upset left and right.
I'm just going to bring this up for the two Eastern Conference matchups. Okay. Red Bulls and Cincinnati met twice in the season, and both won. It was 2 draws, 1-1. So any pick there could be accurate. Miami and NYCFC met twice in the season. They both won a game. So I'm just gonna say there's not clear favorites here. Don't act like rankings don't mean anything. It's not like they play each other the whole season. They play other teams the whole season. Anything can happen here. And I just want to say,
now you can watch it. Okay.
Now you're using logic. Good job. So are you admitting like earlier you just randomly picked now that you're actually doing the research that you're like, oh
Sure.
yeah, my picks actually stand.
Sure.
Like my picks might be good.
Will you admit my arguments are solid then?
For what?
For this, with logic, then will you say I'm more credible then? Say it.
Well, I would, but like now not anymore because your original statement was I pick randomly based on upsets, and then now it's changed once you've done the research.
I'm just that good.
You're just
I'm just that good.
You would be that good.
I just know football that well to look at these teams and be like, look, boom.
You know what I hope happens this weekend? All your predictions are wrong. Like every single one's wrong.
Take a picture of your thing. We need to keep a record of your friggin'
We need to keep a record.
Own them. Own those brackets.
No, I will. I will also say for the other matchup, I'm just saying, in the past 5 matchups between Orlando and Montreal Impact, this is going in order from soonest to farthest back. Montreal won. Okay, yeah, Montreal won the most recent one. Orlando won the one before that. Orlando won the one before that. They drew the one before that, and Montreal won the one before that. Don't act like there's that big of a difference. It's not like Chelsea's playing a team from Romania or something. It's that big of a difference. They're more even than you guys think, and I make these presumptions with solid basis, and you guys don't believe me because I know this so well. I digress.
You really said you don't even watch MLS.
You can handle the truth. But I keep up with it enough to know. Okay.
No, I really hope what happens is Montreal just gives it to him, just full on, just like, you know what? No, you're not having.
If I have good predictions, a lot of my predictions end up being more accurate than you guys have to go on. You guys have to say we're sorry, and you're right.
On what? On Instagram? On our story?
On the next recording.
Okay. Yeah, that's fair.
Okay. All right.
But also, I'm going to take this opportunity saying my World Cup bets turn out right and West Ham finish in the top 6. Soccer guru, straight off the bat. I only want to be referred to.
My predictions are more credible and possibly happen than West Ham.
No. I refuse.
I realize it. Yeah. I realize
no. Because if it pulls through, you have to admit that would be crazy. And
Sure.
I'm just saying.
Sure. I can do that.
Okay, but like, if your brackets are wrong, you have to say Galaxy are better.
I'm not gonna say that. If Galaxy beat LAFC, sure.
No, that's not about brackets.
What does that have to do with the rest of the predictions? I'm not gonna say that.
No, you can't say Diego, you can't say that because what happens if LAFC what happens if Galaxy don't even beat Nashville, or what happens if LAFC beat Galaxy? Then you can't say that.
Okay, then we have to do something. We can't just be the ones doing something.
No. Then he just says my predictions are horribly wrong.
It's fair.
He was wrong, and apologize for West Ham for every joke you've made.
You just said the same thing as West Ham. I'm not doing that. Okay, we need to end the episode. We're already over an hour recording.
Because of you, we would have been done if you just kept talking. Stop talking.
You're goddamn right. We are a podcast. I talk because I need to talk. This is my job.
It's really a shitty job at the moment. No, I'm joking. I enjoy doing this with you guys. But we're gonna end the podcast there because we've been filming for a long time and we're already at each other's throats. But I hope you guys both found that comedically funny and enjoyed English. Fun to watch. It's 11:27 right now. I'm struggling. But hope you guys enjoyed the podcast. Please like and subscribe and share. And thank you guys for watching, and peace.